Hello everyone. In front of me I have possibly the most secure lock I've ever featured on this channel. This is the cnab-6. It's a Swedish safe lock that's found on Group 4 safes by Rosengrens. It's a rekeyable lock that features a dial at the front, we'll take a look at that later, that interacts with 6 wheels here at the back. Once the lock is open, this piece retracts into the lock and you can open the safe. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual operation. So there's a dial here. The dial is very long, and I didn't bother cutting the shaft because I may have some use for it. So I just made this, but this essentially is able to counteract the pieces inside of it. So we just pretend that this is the dial for now. And when you are dialing, you first of all turn it forward, and then turn it back, and then turn it forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back 6 times. Until then, you can finally turn forward all the way, and then you can open the lock. Now, obviously, we did not dial into the correct combination this time, but if you will, which we'll be taking a look at now, the lock will open. And you can actually visually dial it in from this side by looking at the gates here in the disc. So there we go, we're moving forward. And moving forward here as well. Move this disc here forward. May have overshot that one a little bit. Okay, hopefully that's good. And now we can turn it back just like so. One final time, we can turn it forward. And when we do that, we can see here. Okay, well, let me try again with the with the dialing. All right, back at square one. Now we can turn it forward, and we can look at what happens there with that little sidebar thing at the top. As you can see, it dropped down, but it only dropped down once I was turning. Now we can open the lock, of course. But let's go ahead and take a look at this action here, because this is very, very interesting. Whenever I am dialing the lock, this arm here has no pressure on it. You can see here inside of here that whenever you are about to be turning around, I'll just zero it out here. Whenever you are about to be opening the lock, this piece is unable to move in there, and therefore this piece here cannot move. But there is a hammer that goes around with some gears here at the back that gives this a little bit here, a tiny bit of a nudge with just the right amount of friction, if you will. So you can see actually the hammer they're trying to push in to be able to open the lock. That is also why this, I don't know if it says here, there's another plate here which says do not lubricate. And that is because you can actually change the friction coefficient between those two metals to mess up the binding of the hammer, making it so that it potentially wouldn't work on the side. That would be terrible, wouldn't it? But that is a brief overview of the cnab-6. I'm not going to take it apart. I'm not going to mess with this particular lock here because it is non-guttable, and a lot of things here fit together. I suppose they're kind of been customly fiddled in place. This lock here is from the 1950s. It's a rather old lock, and I'm not going to break it for this YouTube video. But it's still a very, very unique lock. It's a very cool lock. And frankly, it's the most secure lock I've ever featured on this channel. So I thank you a lot for watching. And if you have any questions about this lock, feel free to ask in the questions. As far as I know, and as far as all the locksmiths that I've been talking to know, this lock has never been successfully manipulated because it is actually impossible. How about that? Thanks a lot. Bye.